All right, everybody, how are you doing? My name is Ryman. I'm a beat maker, freestyle rapper. So this is the interface. Down here are pads. You can see like notes and all that. Your sequence. And if you hit main, these are your tracks. You get 8 tracks. Track 8 is my vocals. So on that, we have a noise gate and a channel EQ. To get to this stage right here, you want to come in, go to new, and then 8 tracks, MIDI to CV. And that will get you to this screen. All right, so on channel 1, we're going to load up a sampler. Now it's cool, you can type in things, so we're going to get the flex sampler. And it looks something like this. You got your pitch, your speed, you know, that good shit. Going to click inside of it, and this will pull up all the samples. So these are all that are included, and then you could just import your own. So here is my sample kit, my little sample pack. All right, let's do this one. All right, so you want to make sure you stop playing it before you go inside. All right. Now what we're going to do is, so if you hit C2, that's the default. As plays it. To get it to stop, you're just going to hit the play button like 2 times. All right, so first thing we need to do is figure out the tempo. So just play it. Come up to the metronome part, and you're just going to tap. Tap, 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 tap. All right, so let's see how that goes. All right, so we're just going to hit the record button. All right, hit play. It's going to give us a countdown, and we're just going to hit this one to play it. All right, that's not too bad. All right, let's move this up just one more. 86. All right, that sounds good. All right, that's good. And I'm going to stop that. And this is your bars. So if we click right here, you can see it's 1 bar. So we're going to make this a 4-bar loop. So 1, 2, 3, 4 bars. And we're going to play our sample. And you can see this green bar is kind of going about its business. And when we get over here, it's going to loop back. All right. So this is a really basic tutorial. Like, I'm just going to kind of show how you can do things. And then as we get deeper into these, we'll get more complicated. All right, so we're going to work with that. And if you just slide this guy down, you can see this is your, I forget what you call it, but call it a track. So each one has their own. And then coming down, you'll have different, it's similar to Machine, Ableton. I think Logic has it, clips and scenes type of thing. All right, so we're going to pop into number 2. Click the green arrow, the plus thing. We're going to type in hat. And that's going to pull up these hats and then sampler hats. So we want these. And if you double click in here, you can see when I click this one, all right, so there's different hats within this. All right, so what we're going to do, this area right here, you can see kind of highlighted. So we're just going to click, it says C2. So this sound, C2, is going to play. So if we hit play, all right, then we're going to go to 3, and we're going to click in there. We're going to look for some snares. So these come with Drambo. but you can add your own. Excuse me. All right, so same thing. You can see there's some snares in there, but we're going to stick with C2, and let's see, we could put it on the, maybe this. All right, that works. And then we're going to go over to 4, and we're going to click it, and we're going to type kicks. And we scroll down to the bottom, you can see kicks. And again, same thing. So we're going to look for one. I like this. So we're going to actually play this in there. And click out of there. Now for this one, now as you can see, these are 1 bars, right? This was a 1 bar, 1 bar. But for the kicks, I want to do 4. So you can click on this and just 1, 2, 3, get your 4 bars. Or you can take your mouse or your finger and just kind of slide to the right, slide to the right. And it's gonna also, I think it's quicker, but you know. There's another way to do it, but you know, one of those will work for you. All right, and again, we're just gonna hit play or hit record play, and we're gonna tap it in as we feel it. Sounds good, right? All right, so now we're gonna click in this area and we're gonna hit the double. So this is, so if you hit the first one, it just makes an empty row. All right, and if you hold on it, it'll pull up a menu and you could remove that. If you hit this one, it'll double or duplicate whatever was highlighted. All right, so we're gonna keep all this, but for this one, we're gonna tap in here. We're gonna get out of here. We're gonna tap in here and just add some more hi-hats. All right, so that sounds like this. All right, pretty basic, right? And for the snare, all right, so here's our snare. I'm gonna come out of here. Now you could play with all the settings. I just want the snare to be a little louder, so we're gonna change the amplitude. And I would like just a little bit of reverb. So these are all, these come standard with Drambo. You have a plate and you have reverb. I think I'll use the plate. Let's see. All right, we're gonna just turn this down a little bit. Play around with that. All right, let's hear it. Sounds good. And we're gonna add just a smidge of delay. So you get 3. We're gonna use this one because it has this ping pong. We're gonna put that there, and we're gonna bring this down just a little bit. All right, bring it up just a little bit. Bring this down a little bit. All right, bring that up a little bit. All right, let's hear it. All right, and we're gonna move this up to 3. All right, so we got that nice little bounce. All right, and this is gonna be short and simple. So with our sample, we wanna make a second part. So here's our sample. And if we were to change the pitch, right? So let's say we just take down a whole 12, 1 octave. All right, so put in -12. So now we get something like this. All right. And then the first one, we want it to be at the normal speed. So what we can do, all right, we're gonna click in here, and so Drambo has this thing called P-lock. So if you hold something, you could see P-lock, parameter lock. So you're holding that, and I'm going to slide this up to back to 0, 0. It's kind of hard when you're doing it. All right. All right, so you can see right here, I kind of did it backwards, but it's all right. So we can see on 1, the pitch is at -12. And on 2, we can see this little red thing, and the pitch is back to the original. So over here, you can see this kind of like, call it a repeat. You can see it over here too. So if we let it go and we're on 1, hit play. Now you can also drag these, so I'm gonna drag this down here. So I'm gonna have the original first, and then it's gonna go to the altered one. So hit play. All right, so you see it moving along. You can see it going around here. All right, now it's gonna go to 2. All right, and as it goes around the sequence, goes back up to the first. Yeah. They call me rhyming on the beat, cause I rhyme, and I also teach how to do the things that I see. When it comes to the iPad or MPCs, doesn't matter, I am not bad, it's just be me. Alright, so that's it. That's my introduction to making some beat tutorials. Let me know how that went. Hopefully it wasn't too long. I might edit it. Trying to keep these short and simple so you can get in and get out. And yeah, we'll go in deeper how to like chop up samples and all that. But you know, this is just a get you introduced to this. All right, peace.